what's up? On today's menu is a gorgeous lamb and chickpea stew, Greek style of course, very easy to prepare, super delicious, crazy good. And you know what? It's a family-friendly recipe, everybody can get involved. So let's get the show on the road. To start us off, first things first, preheat your oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's the thing, with this recipe here, it's going to start off on the stovetop and it's going to end up in your oven. We're going to go low and slow on this. It's going to be melt in your mouth, delicious. Now, here's the thing. If you're like me and you're not that big on chickpeas, this will change your mind. If you like chickpeas, prepare to go crazy because this is super, super delicious. So first things first, let's start our pot going. I'm using a heavy pot here. Gonna do our browning in here and our braising in the oven. So to get the show on the road, I'm gonna start off by browning our lamb. And for this, I'm just gonna use probably about 1/3 of a cup at least of my Greek extra virgin olive oil. Let me just fire this up. And all I'm gonna do is just drop these in there and just let them kind of caramelize, and it's starting to sizzle already. I love it. And this isn't even about the meatiness as much as it is about the flavor that these are going to give off in our sauce. So in go these. Just let them go like that. Bring this up a little bit more. Get that off and going. Now, here's the thing. With this, start off, a little bit of salt will go in, a little bit of pepper, well, a little bit for me that is, and you're going to be doing this and building in stages. So just let those go and just let them brown off. Now, as always, I like to do things kind of time management wise at work. So for this, I am using 1 onion and I'm just going to just real quick peel this. And in this recipe, you don't even need to really chop up your onion, because what will happen at the end of the day, it's going to just go into your braise, and it's just going to cook down anyway. So just get that lining off. And there's like this layer that's no good. It's really chewy. I don't like that. So just cut it and just real quick, just start slicing it. Nothing complicated. And by slicing and prepping our veggies now, we save time later. So my onion is done. These, don't judge, they're organic. These are celery and carrots from my garden that are frozen. Absolutely nothing wrong with these. In fact, these are fresher than most cans that you get today, because these were actually frozen the day they were picked last year. And it's just so much fun. I just absolutely love it. And these, again, just cut them up, slice them up. You don't have to do too fine of a chop. It's the last of my carrots. And now, time for my celery. And again, just chop these any way you can. It doesn't have to be anything complicated or anything fancy. Just get them down to like a decent size. Now, for this recipe, you're going to take 2 normal sized carrots and 2 stalks of celery. I'm going to take also in this garlic. And for this, I'm going heavier on the garlic. And what I'm doing is I'm using 4 cloves. You could adjust this recipe to your taste. You can use more or less, depending on your taste. But who really doesn't like nice garlic? Now just start slicing it up. And slices is fine. Just be careful you don't cut yourself. And now for the chickpeas, I've used 2 cups of dry chickpeas that I've soaked in water for 24 hours. I'm not going to pre-boil these because they're all going to be braising in the oven for a couple hours, so there's no need to do that. And of course, my herbs. Now, my lamb is done browning. Look at this. Isn't this magnificent? So this is ready to go now. I'm just going to take this, just move it to the side and keep it out of the way because we're going to continue on now and add this later. So now, I'm going to take my veggies, throw them in there. Yeah, there's that beautiful sizzle. Everything's just going to go in the pool. Everybody's going to be happy, happy. I love it. Absolutely love it. This is fantastic. So, give those a little stir here and just let them do their thing. Nice and easy. Next part of this, 2 bay leaves are going to go in. Boom, nothing to them. 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and 1 little clove are go in this as well. Nothing to it. A little more salt. I like to salt and pepper or season in stages. So a little more pepper goes in there. I'm going to take a little bit now of dill is going to go in here. A little bit of parsley. I'm using the curly parsley. Listen, these times beggars can't be choosers. So I'm just going to throw that back in there. And just a little mint. Mint loves lamb. Like there's no two ways about it. And just slice this up. You don't have to get like really microscopic about it. Just chop it up. As long as you don't have like these huge pieces, you're going to be fine. And this will be also the flavor profile of our sauce, which is absolutely perfect. Just like that. Let me give this a little stir here. That's gorgeous. It's just coming along just exactly the way I want. I'm going to take these now. I'm going to throw them in here. Perfect. Now this is where we're building our flavor base for this. So just let those go. And a lot of people say, don't put green herbs at the beginning or not until the end of the cooking process. Well, this is Greek food. We just put it at the beginning and whatever happens, happens. So just let that go in there like that. Remember our lamb? Lamb's going to go in there along with our juices. Perfect. Just like that. This is one of these meals as well, like I said earlier in the vid, that you can have your family. Times are kind of weird right now where, you want to occupy the kids. Meals like this are exactly how to do that. And if they're not crazy about chickpeas, this could be the beginning of a love affair. So now, once that's in there like that, I'm going to take a jar of passata, which is about 660 mLs, and I'm just going to pour it over the whole thing in there just like that. And about half a jar of water. And for this, I also consider it washing the bottle. One of these little bit here, you still have a lot of goodness in here. So take that and just throw that in there. Perfect. Just like that. And the medley's happening. And it's so easy to just simply put things together. You don't have to have ninja skills in the kitchen to make food like this. All it takes is a little bit of patience. And let's face it, if you're organized and you have your shit together, you will have absolutely no problem at all. Next, chickpeas. I'm going to go in there just like that. Hearty, hearty. And give those a quick stir. And before you know it, it's going to be happy time. Perfect. Let me just pull this out. Perfect. One last thing before we throw this in the oven is oregano, Greek oregano. I love this stuff. Just a little bit will go into this. And even if you get some stalks in there, not a big deal. Just pull them out. No biggie. And a little bit of oregano, just like that. Maybe a teaspoon of dried oregano. This will be fine. So, my friends, we're ready to go. This now will go into our 350-degree oven, covered for 2 hours. And once this comes out, get ready to see some stuff. This is going to be like no joke delicious. All right, this is just out of the oven. Maybe 10 minutes tops. It is, I can't tell you the smells in here. It's like right now, I haven't even tasted it yet, and I hear like little choirs of angels singing in the back. It's like craziness. I'll just show you guys how it's all come out. Everything has absolutely come together so good. I mean, this is toe curling goodness. I'm gonna try a little bit because and if you're like me and you're not the biggest fan of like chickpeas, prepare like to change your mind. It's just, oh, I'll take a little piece. No, yeah, that'll do it. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of chickpeas, but if you put all these herbs, these fresh herbs, like mint, parsley, dill, a little dried oregano, you know what? You can serve this with a little bit of rice or on its own with some like good Greek crusty fresh bread. It is an epic meal. Let me just move this off here. The chickpeas are literally melt in your mouth. They're absolutely gorgeous. Look at my lamb. Look at this. It literally just falls off. It goes into pieces. A piece of the lamb and some of these chickpeas. Holy macaroni. That is so flavorful, so rich, yet light at the same time. The chickpeas, like I said, literally melt in your mouth. The lamb is like fork tender. All the flavors are bang on. In fact, if I were you or me, I would serve this up with some nice fresh bread and, like I said, just some feta, and that's it. You can choose to go the rice method or the rice route. Eh, you know. And in times like this, where we're all kind of cooped up inside, not really being physically active and all that, this is a pretty relatively healthy recipe. But you know what? We're all going to pack on the pounds. What are you going to do? But when it comes to things like that, to Greeks, a big ass is a sign of health. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's the way it is. So, my friends, that's it for this episode on my lamb and chickpea Greek style stew. Super easy to make. It takes actually more time to cook than it does to actually prepare. So while you're doing this, you can literally just go out, do something for a couple hours and come back and you're going to have a meal that's ready. Also, you can do this in the slow cooker. Brown your lamb. Just pop everything into your slow cooker and set it for like low for like 6 hours, 5, 6 hours, and it is going to be remarkable. So until next time, I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Please be kind to each other. Take care. Be safe. And we're all going to get through this together as a team, one team, and that's the cooking team. And until next time, I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.